Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy Hikins and Trevor.
Move my hand. The brain pretty quickly says, move that hand. And we've done it before we've even almost realized we're burning our hand. And of course, there's lots of things like that. If we injure ourselves, cut ourselves, the brain will, in many cases, send blood to that area to support what's happening. If we get embarrassed or, it will send blood to the face and make us blush. All these things, the brain is constantly on our side. Now, people at some level, at some point in all this, they say, well, hang on a minute, we are our brain. This is not like some ghost interloper who's come into ourselves. But I don't know. It's often the way that the brain does seem to have to be a separate entity. And when people say, oh, we are our brain, and we think we can try and understand why we do things, how things work, and so on, I've always wondered, for example, where do dreams come from? You think of the dreams and nightmares. I don't know about you, but people appear in my dreams who I would say I don't know who they are. Some people who interpret dreams suggest that every face in your dream is someone you've seen before. But I mean, I've never found that because I find there's complete strangers. And when you think sometimes of the weirdness of a dream, and when you're in the dream, it doesn't seem weird.
No.
So I don't feel that's coming from me as if I'm one and the same with my brain. It's like the brain does that maybe as some necessary release from our stresses or whatever. I don't know. But the whole point is that free will, coming back to that, it's a subject which is not quite as straightforward, I think, as we think. There's far more decision making going on by the brain, as we've seen, or as you can read about, with the activity that prepares an action or a decision before we've even consciously thought about that. So overall, on balance, and of course, we could talk about this for a long time, but for me, I think we have limited free will. We can make decisions. I might decide to go and get a drink or whatever. But more than that, I think the brain looks after us, and some decisions effectively it makes for us. So I submit that.
Right.
Motion.
Something just came to my mind now. So imagine, Trevor, you're on a deserted island, right? There's nobody else there, and you happen to find yourself there, right? What are the restrictions to your free will there? Are there any?
Yeah, it's a good question. Well, in the sense that you could, I don't know, you could do things in the belief no one is watching. So I don't know what someone might do. What is on the desert island? If you might climb a tree and take some apples or something like that. Even if it were not technically allowed on the mainland. But I don't know. I think you'd be very focused on how you are going to survive. If you're going to try and make contact with the outside world, you'd be thinking of all sorts of things that you might do to either get yourself out of that situation or whatever. But it's a good question. You would feel you had free will to make decisions.
I'm sure.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.